Hello, this is Demon Phoenix with another quick Dead Space tutorial video. This one is just about pure survival mode and some information on how I played that mode in Dead Space 3. Pure survival is interesting and challenging because you only pick up resources from the enemies. They never drop med packs and they never drop ammo, so you have to craft everything yourself. It also makes it quite interesting because you don't pick up any weapon parts or circuits where you would normally in the game. You have to craft them all yourself. It's all about inventory management. One of the things to look out for is making sure that you only really craft medium or large med packs, and just wait until you're seriously injured and using a large med pack, especially if you've got health upgrades, makes the somatic gel go a little further. You can also make sure that you carry plenty of stacks of universal ammo, because you won't be picking up things to fill your inventory and you have to go from one bench to the next before you can get any more ammo by crafting it, unless you use the weapon arena. You also craft your own stasis packs. It's an interesting and, like I say, challenging mode, but it's worth doing because when you complete it you get the Mark II part set, which means that anytime you start a new mode you can build whatever weapon you want pretty much, because you have all of the tips and all of the weapon attachments available already. It makes it really good for things like hardcore mode. It also gives you a mega resources deposit with 350 tungsten and a bunch of other things that you can see there in the inventory, and this can let you craft weapons, craft upgrades or craft circuits, and makes things like hardcore mode and classic a little bit easier for that. You want to make sure that you pick up the spare parts box from the brusilov and also the tungsten from the box head, because until you get the scavenger box you won't be getting any actual resources to build your weapons. So you normally stick with the plasma cutter for the first part of the game and then craft whatever weapons you want when you start getting resources. You can also make sure that you use the ration seals, and if you see my weapon arena video, I have a quick tip about restarting using the restart checkpoint in the weapon arena to get the Mark V parts that you want. This is really good for pure survival because it means that you can, instead of having to craft the parts and use resources, you can get the Mark V parts you want, and they also have the bonuses that those Mark V parts give to your weapons, so it's quite good for that. Now this last part of the video is just about something that actually sort of breaks pure survival mode and does take a lot of the challenge and fun out of it, but I just found it out, so I'll put it here in case you want. You can, after you've got the chapter 5 and you get the resource bot, you can use the menu to start the CMS Greenlit submission and go back to chapter 4. It starts you outside the door that you just saw there, and you can immediately fly down to this part, use the resource bot, and what the exploit sort of thing is that you can fly around to the left here and you'll see that I go into the part where you normally get one of your artifacts, and there's a chest with a load of stuff in it. Now on pure survival this chest can have tungsten in it as well, but the thing is that when you started the Greeley like this, you can fly down, get the parts out of the box, then save and quit and go back to reload your checkpoint. It puts you back at the start of the Greeley, so you can just fly down again and just keep opening the box. And because it has tungsten and a bunch of other resources, because everything you pick up in pure survival is double the amount of resources, you can end up with tons of stuff in quite a very little short space of time, and you can build whatever your weapons and resources you want and use it for upgrades. And like I say, it does take out some of the difficulty, but it's quite useful, so it's there if you want it. The next video is going to be about classic mode, so stay tuned for that, and thank you very much.